much at work, as you can see. I'm sitting back watching this show that's going on for me, and I call it a show because whenever somebody out here who's like rightfully not in their right mind, I give them the benefit of the doubt, like, hey, they mentally gone, they probably on drugs, like, so give them a pass because they own something, they going through something. But it's this dude at my job. Well, it's not at my job, but it's across the street from my job, and I'll show y'all in a minute. It's this dude across the street from my job who appears to be homeless, and he probably is tweaked out his mind. I don't know, but dude, he usually come over here and steal trash bags. So, like, why he come over here and steal trash bags? I don't know. It's weird. But just a moment ago, dude called himself trying to stay warm. And mind you, he has to because it's cold where I'm at. And, that's not okay. But everything happens for a reason, right? And I'm not saying this to make fun of nobody or nothing. I'm just saying, like, this is real life. So, dude, he's playing with fire. And he almost set himself on fire. And I'm like, is he trying to take himself out? So I'm monitoring his actions to make sure he don't take himself out. Even though he's not on my job site. The people here at my job still want me to watch out for him, meaning still watch out to make sure he don't set himself on fire because, they know he homeless. But the thing is, if y'all know that this dude come over here every other day and he does this, like how y'all see him do it, like my job, not even my company, it's the place I work for. They see this dude do this every day, come over here and start a fire. But not once, when they do call the fire department don't come out and do nothing. They put the fire out and tell them, oh, leave away from this hole. But, this is the only action I be having at work. And it's not funny. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just showing you because, in reality, rebuking them Yahweh, it could be anybody, But as you can see, he's trying to stay warm. But the thing is, dude literally be over there setting fires and stuff. It ain't no fire going right now because I think I made him put it out just a moment ago. I know for a fact I made him put it out. And, dude come over here every other night and he sets fires right there in that area. I sit there and watch him. It could be, just so you know, I'm getting tired of this job. It could be daytime or nighttime. He'll come over here and set a fire. And then as soon as he set a fire, they want to call me at security and be like, hey, can you tell him to put it out? What? I'm not doing that. Dude ain't on my job. Like, dude is that side of the street over there where this dude is at, that is not my job site. It's literally across the street. And they talking about some, hey, can you tell him to put it out? Hey, can you go over there and tell him your damn self? Shit, y'all don't pay me that much to do that. Hello. Angel. Angel? I'm just gonna say hello. But like I was saying, so I'm making sure I watch this dude to make sure he don't set himself on fire because, he really was just over there playing with fire a moment ago. And it almost went bad for him. Like, I was like, well, there's nothing I could do, You play fire, you get burned, And I can say that because, like I say, a lot of these stories be like full circle because what's up to everybody in here that's tapping in? It's full circle because, I played with fire as a kid and I talk about it in one of my stories. And it's on my page, how about I set a couch on fire at 12. And, I almost burned my grandma's house down like that, So I learned early on not to play with fire. So playing with fire, you get burned. But he got to stay warm because where we at is cold. I'm in California, but it's cold where I'm at. But he literally will be broad daylight, playing with fire, setting fires. And I'm like, dude, like, put the fire out. Like, why do that? Hey, guess it's a way to keep himself busy. I ain't knocking dude because he's going through something. But, I'll sit here and watch the fire department, the police department come out every other month, put the fire out and tell him to leave. And then he leave for like a couple days, so like 2 weeks, and then he come back. And like I said, that is not my job site, and I'm not finna keep him from shelter. If he want to get shelter there, cool. As long as he ain't setting fires and, because where I'm at, it's a grip of trees. I don't think y'all can see it either. If I switch the camera, you'll see like it's a lot of trees by us. And all they take is for that fire to get out of control on one of them bushes over there. rebuke the name of Yahweh. And now I have a wildfire on my hand. And then the first thing I say is, oh, it's security fault. How is it security fault? Security is supposed to observe and report, but that's not even in my job description because it's not at my job site. But because it's across the street from my job site, they try to make it a part of my job title. And that don't make sense in this day and age. It's like, I've had job titles like this where it's literally observe, report, and go put out the fire and be the fire department. Observe, report, but make sure nobody's getting attacked. Shall I say, be a bodyguard. And then I've had incidents happen where people think I'm the police because of my outfit, and I'm like, no, I'm not the police. I'm just security. Like, and it'd be funny because people really be scared when they see you in your uniform. All the time you ain't doing nothing but minding your business, and I'd be like, eh. But I learned that when you see, look, there go the fire again, y'all. Y'all didn't see it, but I'm gonna show y'all. He just covered it up, but it's a fire. See the fire? He just went back in that hole and he just set it on fire. Look. We're going to watch together. Now, if he set himself on fire, rebuke the name of Yahweh. I am not calling the police because I've told him already to put fire out and to stop doing that. He just want to mess around with fire and get burned. That's on him. Not my job duty. That's not my job site. So, we'll watch it together. He do that, that's on him. They ain't got nothing to do with me. We could watch it together. Well, I got it on live proof. Yeah, dude was playing with fire and got burned. But I understand it's cold out here. You got to stay warm somehow. But I mean, all I say is pray for him and hopefully he get his life together. Because since I've been here, like my first year working here, he was not there. Because I guess they had already got him out the hole or whatever. The second year of me working here, he came back. It's like I said, it's almost 2 years where I'm at. I'm in California. I'm not gonna say the city because I got a couple of haters out there, and I got a evil, bitter ex-spouse that don't like me, and she been trying to find out where I'm at. So I'm not gonna say where I'm at, but if you know where I'm at, you know where I'm at. I'm in California, Joe. That's the state I'm in. The city I'm not gonna say though. But yeah, dude in that hole, and I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not recording this or going live to make fun of him. I'm just saying this for my own proof. So if they say what happened, I could play it back. Look, I told him to leave. He was in that hole playing with fire, and that's what happened. Because just the other day, yesterday, one of the drivers told me, hey, can you tell that guy to stop playing with fire? And I'm like, okay, I'll take care of it. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm only security here. I'm not the police. I'm not the fire department. I can't make this dude put out no fire. If he want to put out that fire, cool. If he don't, that's on him. But I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what will happen. If he come over here tripping, he gonna get maced down. No ifs, ands, or buts. I do not play about me, and I do not play about my life. I gotta make it home to my family, just like how he gotta make it home to his family. And everybody else here gotta make it home to their family. I gotta make it home to my family too. I don't know. He just come here. I think he on drugs because he always come here. And what he usually do, he'll come to my job. Like, he won't come to my job site. He'll come to that hole and find refuge, which is no problem. I don't have no problem with that. But when you come over here setting fires, and somebody probably, well, see, that sound like the police, but it's probably not the fire department. But if it is the fire department, they finna come right over here, put the fire out, make him leave the hole, and he just gonna come right back. That's all he gonna do. There's nothing we can do about it, you know? I think he's on drugs, but he come over here usually sometime on my job site. He'll run to this trash can over here where this bus stop at. I'm not gonna show you all that, but it's a bus stop right here. He'll run over here and snatch the bags. For what? I don't know. He'll snatch the bags, take the bags over there to that hole, and he back doing his thing. I don't know what he be doing over there. I don't go across the street to figure it out either because I don't get paid enough to do that. If they gonna pay me, they pay me $25 an hour on everything. I'm over there, investigator, private investigator, the whole nine. You know, but you know, they ain't paying me top dollar here. Yeah, he probably just cold. Maybe he needs some heat. Yeah, and that's what I said too. But I had to let them know, like, look, that ain't our job. That's not my job site. That's not my job site. But you know, That's not my job site, and I don't have nothing to do with that. I ain't making fun of them. I'm just telling you, like, and another thing out here, California, the mayor and the governor out here don't care. The mayor and the governor do not care about California. Period. Newsom messed up California bad. Like, ever since the pandemic hit, I seen way more trailer homes and way more homeless people because of Newsom. Newsom messed California up straight up, and they need to get him out of office because he really making it bad for all of us. Trump making the whole world look bad too with his taxes he got going on. But like I said, he's staying warm. I don't have a problem with that. But he'll literally start off. Like, I'm telling you, if I would have showed y'all the live before it got to where it's at now, y'all would be like, oh my God, like, make sure he don't set himself on fire. And I'd be like, hey, I can't do nothing about it. That's not my job, dude. It's not my job site. My manager even told me, hey, whatever happens across the street, let somebody from there call the police, and then you, if you have to intervene, run and get a fire extinguisher and just put it out. But he told my manager that told me that's not our job site. You're not supposed to be across the street putting out fires. That's the fire department's job. And this is proof. I just got live proof to let y'all know. Like, look, I'm at work, but this is what I deal with at work. Usually any other night, because where I'm at, it used to be a homeless encampment, like on this bike path by my job. And like, it used to just be like the night of the fucking living dead out this bitch. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to cuss, but the Walking Dead out this mug. Like, every other night is somebody different homeless walking up to me. Or if they not walking up to me, they walking towards me aggressive on drugs. And I'm like, man, get up out of here. Like, and I had to almost mace them. Like, we only get mace and baton, but like I said, at this job, I don't even make enough to actually buy my baton. You feel me? Like, they'll sit here and cry about, oh, how the guards don't got this and the guards don't got that. But this company I work for don't give me the pay that I need so I can pay for a baton, let alone handcuffs. We're not supposed to be handcuffing nobody. We are not the police. They always say, make sure you let them know that you are a security officer and you're not an actual police. Like, because if you sit here and claim that you police, you can go to jail. That's against the law to sit there and be like, oh, I'm police, I'm not security. The first thing I want to say is, oh, if you false representation or you're misrepresenting yourself like you're an officer of the law when you're not. But yeah, I'm letting y'all see what I go through at work. This is what I go through at work. This is just one scenario. I didn't have people, I ain't ever let nobody get close to me at all. Like, because by the time they get close within me, I already got my mace out ready to spray. They like to be persistent in the fact that you will give them something to go away. Yeah, and that's the thing. I ain't ever gave him no water, no food, or nothing. And that's only because it's like, I'm not finna sit here, I've done that before at job sites where I was like cool with the homeless and I left them be. And then next thing I know, it ended up costing me my job. So me myself, I don't do stuff like that no more. Like, me myself, I don't do stuff like that no more. No, I try to be nice. I got a great heart where it counts, but God forbid, I got to make sure I got money for my family when I go home. I got to make sure I make my daily pay so I can go home and pay my bills for my family. I can't help everybody. I try to help everybody. I used to try to help my family. Give them everything I ever had. And you don't even want to know how that happened, because that went crazy too. That stay going crazy. But, I'm at work really just making sure don't nobody try nothing at this job site. But like I said, it's only so much we could do. The police, oh my God. California police response time been slow. For the last couple of years, their response time has been slow. Only way they coming fast if you say you gotta, or they gotta, or somebody got like you could say and be like, oh yeah, it's a situation that probably involves SWAT or something. I ain't really ever seen a SWAT team outside nobody's house, but I have seen a command center outside of people's houses and stuff. So yeah, that's crazy. You gotta look the other ways so you will still have a job for real. Because if I don't, first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna try to blame it on me. Like, oh, it's your fault. How is it my fault? My job duty is to observe and report where I'm at. It ain't to go over there and be, Captain Save 'em or fire of the world. Like, that's not my job duty. My job duty is to observe and report. And that's exactly what I do, observe and report. As long as it don't happen on my side where I'm at where I work at, it's irrelevant. It don't even matter. It's like it don't even matter. And it's crazy because like you said, if I don't and call myself trying to go out there and help and all that, the first thing they'll say is, well, it's your fault because you gave him this. So now he think every time he come over here, now you got to keep giving him this. So rebuking him in Yahweh, I would not do that. I would just be like, hey, I mean, push come to shove, I got to do what I got to do. Because it's moments on here where, I mean, I haven't recorded them, but if that was on my live, if that was on my Facebook page, because I don't even be on my Facebook or my Instagram no more, because social media is very terrible for the mindset. So YouTube is decent, you know, because you could actually take off certain things in your algorithm. Like you could block certain people or not watch or unsubscribe from people's pages. So YouTube is actually more decent. Like Instagram, no. Facebook, no. I'm sitting back watching people who I know for a fact, I just seen them like a year ago and they didn't have nothing. They was out here asking somebody, hey, can you give me a ride here, give me a ride here? But you look online, oh, they big daddy dollars. They out here, they got the money, they blowing it. You see them rental exotics. You know, they got big kush to blow and they got, you know, they going at the steakhouses. I'm like, bro, but you was just the same person a year ago that didn't have nothing. You was out here asking me for something. Now you got money and you blowing it like that. And then you start seeing how people treat you when they get money too. Don't let that go over your head. When people get money, just remember the way you help them, they will not help you. I kind of stick with YouTube myself because of that fact. Yeah, thanks, Justin Ross. Yeah, because that's how I really be. That's why I really be on YouTube more. Yeah, it take you a minute to get monetized and your subscribers. Like it took me 5 years almost to be able to go live. Like I just was putting out stuff, and if it didn't make sense, I deleted it. But as long as I have my subscribers up, so shout out to all my subscribers, because if it wasn't for my subscribers, I wouldn't ever be able to go live. And that's why I'm watching what I say, because they'll be quick to take your life away if you're using too much curse words or if you're doing rated R things on here. You feel me? So, you know, I make sure I watch what I say. But yeah, man, YouTube is cool, but they got a lot of censorship. Like Instagram and Facebook, anything flies on it. I'm seeing girls. I remember, what's that girl name that I know? I can't remember her name, but it was one girl I know for a fact. I had just looked up, and I'm like, okay, you know, you like try to get a feel for people, what they do on social media. Yeah, they got you with the music for real. That music, that copyright infringement, that is no joke. That's why I'm like, I don't even like playing music. I make sure the car's off. Even when I'm at my house chilling, I'm not finna play no music on here, because they will try to get you for like, oh, that was my song. And I don't keep none of my lives either. So if it's a funny comic live that I did the day before, it's gone. I'm deleting it. I don't even keep it, because I'm not scared of none of the YouTube trolls. I'm not scared of nobody that's like YouTube famous, because I'm somebody in the real world too. And a lot of people that be like YouTube famous, they really scared of people like me, because I know the truth about them. So I really don't even, like, I could care less about the internet trolls. Like, no jumpers only exist because people ain't got tired of their antics. They piss the right people off. You'll see people get tired of their antics in a minute, real quick, and it won't be no jumper. People just don't care. But like I was saying, I sit back and watch people fake to be who they is each and every day. I don't do that at all. Like, I might call myself my other alias that's on here, but at the end of the day, I know I'll go home as Elijah One. I get on the internet and be Elijah One, but yeah, I have my page status TUDOE moments too, because you know my other name just mean money. Really, that's all it means, is money, money, money. You feel me? 3 ways: money, money, money. You feel me? But at the same time, people will make it seem like you faking a lifestyle that you can't afford. And me, I'm humble. I sit and tell people, yeah, I go to work every day. I get up and go to work every day. I don't sell work. I ain't busting guns. I ain't doing none of that. Whatever I put on here for my past life or whatever happened in my past, that's just me telling my story, because a lot of people out here, we get overshadowed or our stories don't get told. And then when something happened to us, or we in a predicament, that's why when everybody want to tell certain people's stories. Like, and I would not ever let Warren Cali, hood war stories, respectable rants, they will not ever touch my life story at all. They talk about me, and I get wind of it, or I see that they talk about me, oh, I'm copy striking their page for real. I'm gonna copy strike their page, and they gonna take my foot. They gonna take any and everything that I got on there down. Like, I don't play about me. Like, you're not gonna play with my life. I went through too much, survived a lot. I'm a family man on top of that. Like, you're not finna play with me. So I don't play with them other pages. I ain't got no disrespect to anybody that's doing their thing in the podcasting world or this YouTube space, but respect will be given to my page, just like I give respect to theirs. You don't see me out here. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me? Oh, I'm in security. I've been actually. I can't just say I'm just in security because I'm a jack of all trades. What made me want to do the YouTube thing, if that's what you asking me to, I'm in security though. I'm a security guard, but at the same time, what made me get into YouTube was because my whole life people been telling me, "Oh, you're funny, you're hilarious. Like, you need to get on like some type of social media." And I was like, I don't think the world gonna love it. They was like, give it time, people will love you. But I'm like, I really don't care if people love me or not, because it's so many people that fall off each and every day. I don't really care for the entertainment world. I just like to get on here. Really, I get on here to show my face, because I really don't, my family, I'm to myself. And really to get on here is just to show the world and show them like, haha, I'm still alive. I'm alive. Y'all thought something had happened to me. Hey, I'm still alive. I'm in good health. I'm doing good for myself. And if my daughter was to see this alive, shout out to my baby girl, because I have that unnecessary drama. I'm not gonna say the word drama, but I got that type of drama. You feel me? Where the other parent be hating on me because I let them live their life, and I end up living my life. But in the process, I got the better end of the stick. My daughter just chose to be with the other parent. That's all. But other than that, I don't trip off none of that. I done did too many jobs. I talk about it in all my videos. Like, I done worked at LAX. I done did the Oscars. You wouldn't even believe. I done been in places where you'd be like, how did you even get on at that? It's just who you know, word of mouth, and your reputation. Like, I got into places through a work job because of stuff that happened in the streets. So when people be talking about, oh, the streets don't move nothing in LA, yeah, California, these streets, they talk. And if you got a good heart about yourself, you stand on morals and principles, and you go to work and you work hard, you can get a job just off of any, not saying bad stuff in the streets. I'm saying, like, you could have, I've been in situations where I done been in brawls with people, but then the same person that was by my side fighting didn't help me get jobs. Like, oh yeah, just go to this job agency. They'll put you to work, or but you gotta be willing to work and just go there and work and just whatever work. Like, I done got some of the best jobs through my lifetime, word of mouth, through family members or friends, or should I say, not even friends but acquaintances. But that's because I really work hard. I work hard for everything I got. No, I'm not a materialistic person. I don't get here to show off. Oh yeah, I got this. I got none of this matters. Like, because when it's all said and done, you can't take this with you. I'm humble. Like, I'm just a humble person. I feel like, hey, I got a story too. I just want to get on here and talk about it, or just show you what I go through. Like, that's really it. I don't do it for no internet clout, no internet awards. I'm like, man, because I ain't gonna lie, the YouTubers I used to look up to was Corey SSG. I started watching him during the pandemic, like a little bit before the pandemic and in the pandemic. He let me down. I really ain't ever cared for CJ on 32s, because all he do is show off his lifestyle, his cars, his women, and he don't think he can get a slice of humble pie. I don't care for CJ So Cool, because he's the same way. I mean, Corey SSG wasn't like that in the beginning. He was real humble, but somewhere along the way, bro went and turned industry and started acting like CJ So Cool and CJ on 32s, so I don't really watch them like that. I mean, I watch a lot of car content though, because car content is like where it's at. And unfortunately, that's why I be sitting back too, asking myself, how's people in certain states getting 3-4 cars to work on? California, I ain't seen no, but I be hearing about certain people in California having like the same amount of rides, but how? Like, we in a recession in California. It's bad right now. Like, when I say it's bad, like to where every day you look up, it's something that's supposed to affect the real world, but it mainly affects California. So California people ain't, if they see and be, oh, I got this, only people I believe got it like that is the entertainers and the streamers. But even then, when they come out here, it's a different story. It's not the same. Like, we just one of them cities where, I want to say this, California is big on extortion. Because that's all it is. Like, when people come out here and pay certain people from neighborhoods to watch their back and stuff so they don't get robbed, it's just extortion. I mean, I'm born and raised from California. Watts to be exact. And I'll tell you right now, man, you tell somebody you ain't got to take a penitentiary chance, all you got to do is sit here and make sure this dude don't get by these people. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised how many street dudes, oh, I need that. And man, that's a couple thousand I can use for my family and my kids. Like, but that's what I'm saying. I'm a real man. I stand on my own too. I don't care for that type of line of work. I do security, but like all that other stuff, like all this, like, you know, I be seeing people that I know that be in the shows, like the baddies and being security and stuff. I'm like, all that chaos ain't worth the money. I feel that we get that money got to them. Yeah, most people change when they get it. And that's the crazy part. I see that not only with entertainers, but family members especially. I've seen that too. Like, wow, like family act like that too when they get money, which is shady. It's crazy, but it's just how it is. And another thing with people from California, I don't know what it is. The most good-hearted people in California get overlooked. Like, I be seeing people when I started like certain journeys with certain people, and I be like, man, they into this, they into this. Like, I used to support certain people. But when you turn around, you need that support. People ain't supporting like that. So I'll shout out to all my subscribers and my supporters that get on here and support me. Because I really do it to like inspire people and keep them going, because people been telling me my whole life, you need to tell your life story. Your life story is an inspiration. Like, you've been through a lot. Like, just to be your age, you could help somebody with your life story, to where it might be somebody out there who finna, rebuking them, Yahweh, unalive or hurt themselves. You telling your life story, they hear it. Wow, I'm going through something similar. I ain't got to go through that. I always tell people, I always feel like I was in debt to where I was from. And the moment I realized, like, I don't owe nobody nothing, I pay my own bills. I pay my own, take care of my child on my own. I don't owe nobody nothing, and I owe it to myself to make it. That's the only way I really got out of Watts, though, in LA, because, man, people is shady. Like, I could tell y'all some stories about family members on here. You would be like, are you serious? They really did you like that? For real. People cutthroat out here, and they don't care. They don't. They just like, I'm out for what I can get. That's just the world, period. But I know for a fact I can go to another state right now, and I'm pretty sure people will show me love. Like, man, oh man, I like your content, or I message your content. Like where I moved to now, they nothing like LA people. They real different. They actually do support. Like, I get my hair cut, but it's kind of off right now. It's kind of rough, but in the meantime, I might go get it cut next week or something. But I'm saying, like, my barber out here, he from where I live at in a different city, and he be like, man, I like your videos. I like your YouTube videos. They inspiration, to know that you went through all that and you keep going. And the crazy part about it is me and him, like, our birthdays is not too far apart. I think his birthday is July something. I forget the actual date, but he's in July like me. And my birthday is July 19th. So we kind of like resonate on the same aspect, because we both under the same, like, birthday and whatnot. And I know a lot of people don't like cancers. We very cool-hearted people. We very good people. And I don't let the zodiac thing always get to me, because, I mean, you never know who you may meet from a different lifestyle or a different zodiac, sphere. And y'all just end up being cool. Like, I didn't have some cool friends, but it's always, when you got to elevate and graduate from stuff, people don't like that, especially not in California. When you be like, oh, I'm not doing this no more, and we're not doing that, I got to do this and do that. Like, when you grow up, people really show you their true colors. Like they start acting funny with you, and like, who is this the person to act funny with me or turn their back on me because they doing good? tell you, my closest friends that I had growing up, like from high school and whatnot, man, the moment my daughter was born, people started showing their true colors. Like, they wanted me to still come party with them. They wanted me to hang out and do whatever, like, you know, like old things before my child came. And I told them I can't do that no more. I got a baby girl to raise, you know? Right then and there, no more friends. I didn't have no more friends. I was like, all right, cool. Went to work every day, saved my money, got me a car, started making sure I got my baby to and from childcare or daycare, you know, buying her clothes, shoes, all that, you know, being a reliable dad. My baby is 9 now. She's not even a baby no more. That's how long I've been in her life. Before she was born, when she was born, she's 9 years old now, finna be 10. You know, I'm a proud dad. I just don't like I just don't like the other parent because she's full of drama, you know, and nonsense, a chaotic person. So I really care for that person. But my woman, on the other hand, she's a great woman. She loves me. She helps me with my daughter, our daughter, should I say. And she's not a petty person. She has a great heart. She helps me through a lot of tough times. But yeah, that money when people get it, that change. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, dang, like, you know, when you watch somebody content on YouTube, the people that really act, like they really, how I put it, they act so good on YouTube, you would think that's really how they is. What? See a whole 360 as soon as their world is upside down, you be like, nah, not this person. But I done seen some good couples on here go down fast. Like, I'm talking about they was already to like 500,000 subscribers. Soon as something happened the wrong way, show over. I done seen a lot of couples and relationships be affected by YouTube. So I wouldn't suggest that nobody put their personal life on here. I mean, unless you open with your life like that, you know, you could stand like, you could withstand the battle you might go through with some people who might like to like try to twist the story or the narrative. If you're a soldier, you can stand strong on your 2 10s. I say go ahead and put out your life story. Can't nobody argue with nothing you went through, because if they was there and they seen it, and they seen the way it happened, how could they argue with you? If you lived through it and survived, how could they argue with that? That don't make sense. What that homeless man doing? He built the fort yet? Yeah, he done built this fort. Look, he up in there. Look, he in this fort. Look, he up in the fort. He got his I wish I could zoom all the way in, but I can't. This is as much as I can zoom in. But there you go. He got 2 trash cans. For a fact, he stole them from them apartments over there. Them blue apartments in the background. That's actually on the other side, because I'm by a highway. He, like, what he'll do is he'll get from that hole, walk across over there, steal them trash cans, somehow bring them back over here and put them right here. Put them right here. And that's how he keep himself warm or whatnot. But yeah, man, it's a trip where I'm at. Yeah, let me zoom on. Okay, zoomed out already. Well, yeah, like I was saying though, oh snap, he better put them back when done. Oh no, he don't do that. He leave them right there, and then I don't know who take them back. I think he put all his stuff up in there, and he just walks off into the night, just randomly. I guess he'll snap out of what he mentally going through, put all his stuff in the trash can, and just walks off. And I'll be like, hey, I mean, that's less I have to worry about. But what really gets him out of there is when the fire department come. When the fire department come, they put the fire out sometime, and they'll either let him stay, but then most of the time they make him leave. So he had to like pack all his stuff up in the little trash cans and just walk away. So I'd be like, all right, you know, like there's nothing I could say about that. You know, long as he ain't causing chaos where I'm at, that's all that matters. Cause I can't stand when people cause chaos where I'm at. Cause it make your job harder than what it have to be. You be like, bro, it really don't have to be all that. You know, it's this one. The defrosters. Yeah, that dude be, man, that dude be doing something else. I be like, well, this business I'm on. And that's another thing. I done been in some chaotic situations where I was like, I'm finna mind my business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I done did that with some of my friends and family. They like, why you ain't help? I'm like, bro, they ain't had nothing to do with me. Like, they didn't say nothing to me. They was like, it was on your bumper. I'm like, I had your back if something was to happen, but they didn't say, oh yeah, you right here. Like, point at me and be like, you? Yeah, I'm on you. No, they usually be like, well, I don't want to fight him, which is usually me. They'd be like, oh, I want to be on this person. I'm on this person. So I don't even want to see the message because that message might just make me mad. So I'm not even gonna watch it. I mean, look at it because it looks like it's somebody that's hating. And I always know when somebody hating because I didn't got a message today that was like, "Are you serious? You gonna really sit here and say something like that?" And I don't know how people could like literally live with themselves, be in your comments giving straight negative energy, talking crazy, like, and be on some let's go before they come activity. Like, bro, nobody on that, which is weird. But yeah, life. I get on here to really just talk about life and how to get over certain challenges, like, cause it's a lot that people can't overcome mentally, and it really just be mentally. It don't be physically. Spiritually, it do. It's mentally, spiritually, and physically. If you can't get over it mentally, spiritually, I mean, you probably won't make it. Let me see. Oh, that's probably because of the car on. Hold on. Yeah, the car is on. I don't know if the mic went out, but the car was on. And when the car is on, I have my Bluetooth on, so you probably won't be able to hear me. My hair look like it's red. Oh, that's the little light, the little glare. Hopefully the audio is the audio still good. Can you hear me? Because I don't know. I turned the car off. I had to turn the car on to defrost my windows, but because it get kind of hot up in here. But it's okay because I got AC and heat. So, and actually, I'm not in my car. I'm in my lady's car. I'm in our second car. We have two cars, yes. But I'm not gonna say all of that. Let me see. Okay, can you hear me now? Because you said it's low, and I just checked my volume. It was low. But yeah, man, seeing someone like the first YouTubers like crash and burn the way they did, it made me be like, wow. Like I used to watch all the signs that I mean not all the signs, excuse me. All the YouTubers I used to watch was very this. And that's the reason why I don't watch them no more because it was all about this instead of being about this. I don't like people that as soon as they make it, they switch up. Like I'm finna wear Balenciaga. I'm gonna wear Gucci and Louis. What's wrong with just wearing the T-shirt that you was wearing? Just wear a regular shirt with your jewelry. Like it's still pop, and that's another thing. A lot of people, the fashion trends in the world right now is not the business. So I don't even dress like the world be like, oh, we wearing these crop top tees and these tight pants and these big old shoes. I don't know what's going on with the volume. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened either. It's the probably because I'm far away. But like I was saying though, a lot of people they they let the money change them. And where I'm from, I didn't have like I remember I had tax money before. I had like 6 racks on me. Not all at once, but I remember I had got my income tax back. I had like 6,000 on me. Well, I remember I bought this chain. This is before my daughter was born. I had bought me this big old Milano. What is it, Milano? I think it's a Milano chain. I had a Milano chain with a T on there. Boy, when I say that chain had me feeling like the man, but it also had me feeling super paranoid. I told myself I would not ever go big jewelry again. I done had all that stuff. Big jewelry. I can sit and tell you this. I would like to sit in nice foreign cars from time to time, but I still wouldn't even let that bother me. If I'm at a red light, let's just say I got the wealth, right? If I'm at a red light and I know for a fact like I could give everybody $100 each and it won't hurt my pockets, I'll give everybody $100 each at that light. Anybody that's out there that's really struggling, here go $100. Don't blow it now. Go get you some help. Here go, we know 100 ain't nothing. It's still something though. It'll still put something like. If you always say if you could take $100 and flip it, you a real hustler because it's hard to flip 100 right now. Like you just got to know how to get that candy and chip game hustle going, or like you know, start you a cooking business. Most people start a cooking business where I'm from, and they use cooking money to get them to the next level. And I also want to say this, like, there's nothing wrong with being a rapper. There's nothing wrong with being a model and all that, but we know it takes money to do those things. But why is that all? Why is that like our only option to always be like, oh, I want to be a rapper, or I want to be a actress or actor? Like, I really wouldn't want to, do that. Oh, listen now, I can't. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the volume, but I'm gonna go because I can't hear you. However, I did subscribe to you, and I'll check my live feed for you when you will be back online. I can barely hear you. Okay, thank you. I gotta work on the volume. I gotta work on the volume because something going on with my volume. But this is a brand new phone. Like, oh, I could do green screen. What? Let's see. I could do green screen. That's tight. That's tight. Hmm. And I could brighten up the light. Hmm. What? That's tight. That is tight. I didn't know I could do that. That's tight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the volume, but I'll work on it. So if you subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it. If not, it's okay. But I appreciate all my subscribers and all the people that's tuning in. But I'm gonna be on here for like the next hour because it is killing time fast here at my job. So then I'm gonna probably what's the name? Actually, I'm gonna change my background because I don't like that background. Ooh, I'm finna mess them up with this one. Mm. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Profit from pain. Profit from pain. For sure. Profit from pain. Profit from pain. P4P. OWAG. P4P. OLWAG. And why we keep putting people that's like rappers and stuff in the spotlight? Like, it ain't even about the spotlight, but why we keep making people like Poetic Flacco, Adam 22, who else I want to see and say is a big internet troll? DJ Capademics. Why we keep putting them, you know? Careful, you're gonna put a NSW background on. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. So watch it, cause I don't want to put a what's the name on the background. I got you. I'm gonna just go back to let me see. I'm just gonna put it back regular. They'll really get on you about your background, cause that's crazy if they get on you about your background. That's crazy. We lighting off. I'm gonna turn it back on. Yeah, I like it. I do got a life made for this, but I gotta get a new I have to get a new what's that thing called? New mount for my phone. I got a light made particularly for my phone, but it's called a Big Softy. It's called Big BIGSOFTI. It's called Big Softy, and it's a like a professional camera light that you use on your phone. But I gotta buy another mount because it's broke. So if I had to, I would have to tape it over my phone, and that's weird. So for something at work like that would look weird. Like why he got his phone out and then there's a light on it like taped to it. Like that's weird. Hi, baby. What's up? I ain't doing nothing. I'm at work. Just on this live talking about life. Oh, you want to see what I seen at work? Let me show you what I was doing at work. Look, remember the dude I was telling you about my job? He being a hole. Look, he almost set himself on fire tonight. Look, he in that hole right there. He almost set himself on fire. And I was like, oh. And I had told one of the workers here, like, look, if that dude set himself on fire and all that, it's nothing I could do because it's not on my job site. And on top of that, they told us we're not supposed to be in there. We're not supposed to like worry about that side because it's not on our job site. And the dude was like, all right, but if anything happens, just let us know. We'll call the fire department. I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, he almost set himself on fire tonight. I was like, oh, I'm finna see somebody get turned into a roasted marshmallow in this bed. Not my problem. Not my problem. BM, what's that? Oh, huh? Be careful. Okay, I'll be careful. Yeah, I usually leave him be. I leave him be because only got on him twice because he came over here trying to steal the trash can bags. Other than that, I'm like I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not finna. I'm not finna like police him because that ain't my job to police him. I'm not doing much. Did you text me? No, you text me earlier. I'm making sure because if you text me earlier, I know I made sure I returned the text and talk back to you. But yeah, this is what I do at work. Not just what I do at work because I turned the phone in already, so I already did my patrols and all that. But yeah, I literally get out every hour or every half hour, walk around, sure there's nothing going on. But where I'm at, I'm in the popular spot because this is where all the like people from the street like to come out here and charge their phones or if you can in the way, like they like to come try to post up here and think nobody here. The whole time I'm sitting in the car watching them. So she sent me an audio clip. I'm gonna get on them audio clips in a minute, but I can't because I'm on live right now. Yeah, what I might have to do is let me see. Only thing I don't like about YouTube Live, it don't tell you who on here. It just say who watching. Like if y'all in the comments, that's the only way I know you in the comments. But other than that, it don't tell you who up in here. What? That's crazy. That's cool. I didn't know you could put people in timeout and make them a moderator. Let me get off here real quick, and I'll get back on in a little bit.